Hi, change bringer. Yes, you are a change bringer. If you make a decision inside about anything, there will be changes in your world. Yes, and in the world. Because if you change your world, it has an impact on the world. And then it has an impact on the universe. Let that sink in. And today we're going to bring changes about fear. Fear. A lot of people have fear. Let me define fear. What do I mean with fear? Fear is the thoughts, imaginations that you produce that are not real. That's fear. Fear is pure fantasy. It's not reality yet. That's fear. Let me give an example. A good example. I never understood it, but throughout the years to be an empath and, guide people with fears, I understood. Well, people are afraid of spiders. Little creatures, spiders. They can't even bite you. They're tiny. You're a monster, big, giant. Why are you afraid of spiders? Well, I had a lot of conversations with people who had this fear. Now not anymore. Well, you use the part of you that is in your right part of your brain, your fantasy. You use your fantasy and your visualization. Yeah, so your pictures. You make pictures that this little creature become huge and take you over and crawls into your wherever. This little creature is afraid of you. You're a monster. The same with a mouse, a little mouse. I captured a lot of mouses, saved their lives because I had a lot of cats. And they're just nice. Even if they bite you, it's like a nip, they can't even get through your skin. So, it's pure fantasy. So that's, mice, spiders. But a lot of people have fear in daily life. Fear of losing somebody, children, for example. Fear of losing their job, for example. Fear of being rejected. A lot of people are afraid to be rejected or disconnected, banned out of a group, not being let in a group, yeah, if I explain myself correctly. Well, anyway, it's not reality yet, yeah? You use your fantasy. And if you realize that, you can use that fantasy for the opposite. Yes, the only thing you have to do is recognize it the moment you do it. And that's the challenge. That's the challenge. Live in the now. Live here and now. That means don't let your mind wander off. Yeah, I call it La La Land. Yeah. La La Land is very dangerous because you have no control over La La Land. What you're thinking, pictures you produce, what stories you produce, you have no control over it because you're not aware. Yeah, you're not conscious. That's why it's so important to stay here as close as you can with your body. Yeah, and feel the body movements. Feel when I speak now, I feel this vibration in my throat. I feel it. I am in here. I'm in this three-dimensional suit. My body is not flat two-dimensional like a comic strip, yeah? No. It is three-dimensional. It's a suit, yeah? Some people call it a meat suit. That is insulting, I think, for my body, because my body is, and your body is an amazing instrument, yeah? but you need to learn to use it. And one of the things you need to learn to use is your fantasy. So use your fantasy for things you like and not things you don't want to happen. For example, something happens and it turns out good, yeah, in a constructive way. Okay, then people say, "Can you imagine if this would happen?" No, I don't want to imagine that. I don't want my energy to put in a drama story because I know where my intention goes, that will be reality. So, no, 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 I'm not imagining that. Thank you very much. I imagine what I like to happen, what I like to create in my life. Yeah. So the universe knows what I like. And because you're always right. Yeah. You're always right. If you are afraid of, for example, um, your kid is going to learn how to swim, and you have these fantasies about drowning and oh la la, yeah. Um, then you're always very fearful, yeah, very stressed up. So you make a lot of unpleasant emotions. Your body gets a lot of stress. Your child feel this. You send it out. What happens? There will happen something. Yeah, it depends how intense you make. Produce this fear. This story, pictures, emotions. It depends how intense you produce it. But then something will happen, yeah. The kid lost connection with the teacher and drifted off, so the teacher had to jump in the water to get it back, or whatever, something. And the child comes home and said, "Mom, I don't like to swim. I don't want to swim." Instead of, your child is going to learn to swim. Oh, wow. This is magic water. You can float on the water. Your body is lighter than water, so the water carries your body. It's an amazing sensation. It's a wonderful thing to learn in this earth. And then the child is, wow, mama or dad says it's a wonderful thing to learn how to swim. You see how the whole context or the whole story changes into drama to a magical thing in life. Yeah, and life is magical. Yeah, we can change our lives as many times as we want a day by making choices. What do you put your energy in? What you put your time in, your intention in, your focus on? That's what I mean. So, afraid, being fearful. Being fearful. If you capture the fear, so the la la land situation that you're drifting off and your mind gets the space, yeah, and the time to, what if, and the what if is not reality, yeah. And then you capture it and you say, "Stop, I'm the boss." You take your authority over your life and you say, "Stop, I'm the boss. Me, I'm the boss." Yes, first of all, you are the boss. Yeah, you are the boss of whatever you want to think, whatever you want to fantasize, whatever you want to feel inside. You are the boss. So you take on your authority and say, "Stop. No what ifs here." Okay. Then you switch over to, what do I wish for? That will happen. What do I wish for? That will take place. Or how this person is going to react. Or how this situation will turn out. Yeah. And then you start fantasizing about it, like you do with fear. You make pleasant emotions, like you do with fear. But then fear is the dark side. And, you know, we call it daydreaming, but it's creating. Yeah. I don't call it daydreaming. I call it creating. Yeah. So you go to the creator side, the light side, and you fantasize and you make a lot of pleasant emotions, and you're looking forward that it will happen. And then you'll see how your life will turn out for the better. Yeah. And a pleasant emotion, a pleasant life, and a pleasant situation, and a pleasant environment. And that's what I like to share with you, because I see a lot and I hear a lot of people, when they just talk to each other, they print in fears to each other. So they project their own fantasy on other people. And I don't let them do that. If people start telling me, oh, can you imagine? Or what if? Then I say, well, I don't like to imagine that. And the next time they will not come to me, because they don't get a hook. Because a lot of people with fear like to have other people also fears, that they're not alone, that they're not in this distress situation. So they feel connected with somebody who has the same distressed situations or fantasies inside of them. Well, I don't let them. Why? Because I don't like a life with fear. It's my choice. I don't know about you, but I like a life that is pleasant, that is flowing, that I do things that I like, that I have my freedom. That's my life. And I have a very nice life. But I've been there. I was in the dark side, and I realized, what am I doing here? How do I create this? Why is this repeating in my life? And then I found out that I participate on it. I gave it attention. I gave it time. I gave it my energy. I gave it my fantasy. I gave it my words, my stories, my pictures. I gave it everything. And then I said, no, no, not anymore. And I started saying, I'm always lucky. There's more money coming in than out. Everybody loves me, these things. And I started repeating them, and I started fantasizing. What life is that when you switch over from that dark side to the light side? And I started fantasizing about it, even in daily life. Yeah. For example, stepping into a bus. Yeah. The bus is packed. Everybody's grumpy because the bus is packed. No, not a lot of people can sit down. We have to stand so long. Immediately, I start fantasizing about a very good atmosphere on the bus. Everybody's kind to each other. I bring immediately a different energy on that vehicle. And you'll see it's pleasant. People start talking to each other. People give each other a sitting place. Um, it's changed. Something changed. The energy changed, and that's what you can do, because you are a change bringer, like me, and like everybody. So get rid of the fear, please. Don't put your energy, time, imagination, pictures, stories, words, don't give it to the dark side. Give it to the light side. Yeah. And again, write them down. If I found out some fears, I was amazed. I was intrigued. Like, wow, I didn't realize that I had this fear. Because you have fears sometimes um, implanted by your parents or your grandparents or your teachers. Yeah. And you think it's normal. You think it's that's how life is. Yeah. And then you realize, well, that's not what I wish for. That's not how I wish my life to, like people say, well, life is hard. You have to be tough. Um, I don't like that really. Or you have to put borders. You have to tell people that these are the borders. You have to be assertive. Well, I don't like to be assertive. I don't like to put borders. That's closing my heart, and my love is not floating there. What to do then? Well, I started imagine that I attract people who feel my borders, who are empathic like me, who feel that, oh, this is hurtful. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say that because this is painful or hurtful or whatever. This is where the border of this person is me. And then you attract people who are empathic, loving, caring, sharing, like me. Yeah. So I imagine that I attract the people like I am. And then, you don't have to set borders. What else? Um, Making a budget. Money. Money is an easy tool. Making a budget. Okay. Um, no, we're not going to spend this month so much, at that thing or that thing, because we're going to, budget our money or the expenses. From what emotion do you do that? From what fantasy do you do that? Because you're thinking about lack. You're thinking next month we will have lack. Next month we expect whatever. And then you think about lack. So which side are you? The black side or the light side? You're at the black side. Yeah. For example, I hear a lot of people say, I put some savings aside for if something would happen. Okay, tell me what would happen. The washing machine breaks down, the car needs a fixing, somebody needs to go to hospital. You really want to happen that? You really want to happen that to you? No, you want to put money aside to do some fun stuff, to buy something that that makes you happy, um, makes your life easier, and so on. So think about, what side do you feed? Yeah, the dark side, the fear side, the drama side, sensation side, or the other side. So it's up to you. It's about making decisions. Yeah, you're a change bringer. You make a lot of decisions in your life every day, and you make even decisions again and again that you started making a long time ago, and that you have to rethink. Yeah, you have to write down, stand still, and think. Do I, and not only think, but also feel, do I wish this to continue in my life? No. What's the story I'm telling myself? Okay, this is the story. Okay, do I like this story? No. Okay, replace the story. And how does it feel? How do I feel? How do I feel among others? How do I feel in the world? How is the world reacting on me? And you fill that in the same as you do with fear. With fear, some people go in detail. And then, of course, it happens. Yeah. Well, do that the same, to create your own life. Do it exactly the same. Yes. It's the same technique that you use with fear, but then use it for, nice things in life, constructive things in life, a free life, a connected life with nature, with people, with animals, a beautiful, safe place to live, nice neighbors, a lot of abundance, a good health, um, happy people, people who are uplifting you, who are complimenting you, who are supporting you. That's a different life. Yeah. Long time ago, I asked myself, okay, where I am now, I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like the situations I get in, the people I attract, the people who are in my life. And how did I attract it? How did I create it? Then, how would it be to have a life full of love? Full of love. That means love is constructive. Yeah, for me, love is constructive. I don't know how you define love, but for me, love is freedom, connectiveness, worthfulness, trust, beauty, go on like that. Yeah. So I started imagining a world, my world, yeah, small world, daily life, how it would be, how I would feel. And of course, the fear voice said, no, that will never happen. That can never happen, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But then I realized I'm the boss. Me. I am the boss. So I'm going to put all my energy, time, fantasy, pictures, words, stories in this. And every time I hear myself saying something I do not like, I will change it. And I wrote it down. Yeah. In the past tense, what I didn't like, my fears, my fantasies that I didn't like to come true or that they already came true, but I fantasized it before. So my fears. And then I wrote down what I wished for. And I can tell you, my life started switching and I could see it. And some old fears were still, strong and popped up. And then I was like, I know you. I know how I created you. Let me change you. And I took my authority and I did. I changed, I changed, I changed, I changed. And there's still, every day you have to guard your thoughts, your emotions, your fantasy, your pictures, your stories. And um, well, some you have to switch. Also, what I stopped was I stopped looking at drama movies and, movies that a lot of sensation and aggression. And for people who like to read drama books, detective books, somebody get killed, robbery, whatever, please, that's the dark side. Make a choice. Who do you want to flourish in your life, the dark or the light? Instead of, I started, fantasizing my own life, contribute to my own life. Instead of going to a movie, I would, connect with a friend and have some ideas. We can do this and that. And what do you think about that? And what are you doing? And give each other inspiration. Instead of going to a movie, come out of that movie and take it with you into your dreams at night. And then you're surprised that you're fearful next day. On. You feed your unconscious all the time with this drama, with these stories that you don't like to happen in your life. Yeah. So it's up to you. You're a change bringer. Bring some changes. You can change your life step by step by step. Yeah. And then you'll see slowly, slowly your life switch over from this dark, fearful place to this happy, constructive, flowing place. And you did that. And it's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling. It's a power feeling. It's like, wow, I can create everything I wish for in my life. The only thing I have to do is be aware. Stay in the moment, be aware what is going on here and everywhere. And if I don't like it, stop, stop. And the boss, I don't like this. Let's change it into something constructive, something that makes me happy, that makes the people around me happy, my pets, my plants, my environment. Who else? Yeah, you have that power. Do it, use it together with me and all the people who see these videos and who make that decision. We have a lot of choices. Yeah, choose something you like and then focus on it. Boom, 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 boom. Focus on it. And you and me and all the people will make a this place a wonderful place. It's already a magical place if you look around, and we can even make it more beautiful and more pleasant to live in. So join me, share this video, like, subscribe, all these things you have to do on YouTube. And then together with me, we can make this world a better place. Absolutely, absolutely. We have that power together. Yeah, together we're strong. See you in the next video.